Anxiety, actually, certain amounts of it can be a help to you. And so I don't think anybody needs to live totally anxiety-free. I mean, what if you, like, walked across the street and didn't know when cars are coming down to hit you when you walked across the crosswalk when the light's red? You need the anxiety that says, hey, you're in trouble here. And you need to have some anxiety in relationships. When you are around somebody who maybe is kind of toxic or controlling or unloving, you need to have that sense of danger, because anxiety is a signal, like all emotions and all feelings. It has a purpose of giving us a signal. It's supposed to give us information, and particularly anxiety says, there's trouble ahead. There's something, there's a danger to you, maybe in a relationship or something in you or in your circumstances. So anxiety is not the bad guy here, but anxiety that takes over our lives and does not give us the information we need is the bad guy. There are several different kinds of anxiety in the psychological literature. There's what's called generalized anxiety, which has to do with an overwhelming, pervading sense of unsafety all the time. You have to be very vigilant. You never feel comfort. You never feel at peace. It's sort of the opposite of peace, but there's no real reason for it. You just kind of wake up nervous. There are also phobias where you're afraid of something that you shouldn't be afraid of, like being afraid to go outside or being afraid to be in traffic. That's a very specific kind of anxiety. There's also panic attacks. And panic attacks, if you've ever had one, they are some of the most painful experiences a human can ever have, where you actually feel like sometimes your heart's going to stop or burst, or your blood pressure is going to spike, or you're going to die. It's your body just kind of goes into lockdown. And there are other forms of anxiety. But the point is, those are the types of anxiety that aren't helping me to stay out of danger. Those are the type that are controlling me. And if you have any of these kinds of anxiety, there are several things to do. First is to realize that most anxiety issues are about control. They're about feeling out of control, either inside ourselves, about controlling our own impulses or feelings or behaviors, or control in a relationship where someone's controlling us, or control in a circumstance, like I'm in this plane, and what if it goes down? And people that feel out of control often feel quite anxious. So you might want to begin learning in a context of somebody that's a good growth-oriented person, like a good support group or a good counselor, of how to be able to set limits and to take control of your life and to have good boundaries and feel like you've got your own choices and your own freedom. I mean, nobody has ultimate freedom, but and ultimate control. But we all have enough control that we can reduce the anxiety. Sometimes you might have to have medication. There are very good medications that can deal with anxiety too. So there's a lot that can be done, but anxiety can really be very reduced. Just don't reduce it all the way till you don't have any, because anxiety can be your friend.